Imagine 50,000 years ago. A member of your tribe stops walking. They sit down against a rock. They don't get up, ever again. For a long time, scientists assumed the next step was simple. Humans just walked away. They left the body to the wilderness and moved on to survive. But the evidence buried in the dirt says something completely different. They didn't walk away. They stayed. We found graves over 100,000 years old. Bodies placed in shallow pits, legs bent, arms carefully arranged. Not fallen, placed. Someone dug those holes by hand, with sharp stones through dirt and rock. Think about the math of survival back then. Every single hour spent digging was an hour you weren't hunting, gathering, or defending the camp. In a world of constant starvation, they wasted hours on a body that could no longer help them. Why? Because this wasn't just a corpse anymore. It was someone they knew. And it gets stranger. In Russia, 2 children were found buried beneath 10,000 ivory beads. Each bead took 4 hours to carve by hand. That is 10,000 hours of collective, grueling labor for 2 children who couldn't hunt or gather. In Iraq, a skeleton was found surrounded by ancient flower pollen. In Europe, bones were dusted with bright red ochre powder. Ochre has no practical use for a dead body. It isn't food, it isn't a weapon. Flowers don't keep you warm in an ice age. It was a choice. And that choice meant someone believed the person still mattered after they stopped moving. Now, it wasn't always gentle. Death was also dark. At some sites, we found human bones with precise cut marks. Not from predators, from other humans. Skulls polished and shaped into drinking cups. We don't fully understand why. Ritual, war, or survival. But the vast majority of the archaeological record points somewhere else entirely. Toward care. We found a skeleton with a severely broken leg that had completely healed years before death. In the wild, a broken leg is a death sentence. You can't run, you can't hunt, you are a burden. But his tribe carried him anyway, for years. And when he finally died, they didn't just dump him, they buried him with the exact same care they used to keep him alive. So why did we start doing this? The practical answer is easy. A body left in the open draws predators straight to your camp. Burying it removed the smell. It kept the living safe. But you don't give a predator flowers. You don't give a predator 10,000 ivory beads. You do that for the person you miss. Every funeral today, every headstone, every single candle lit for someone gone traces straight back to that same primitive impulse. Someone, tens of thousands of years ago, looked at a body that would never breathe again and refused to just walk away. They dug, they decorated, they remembered the spot. Not because it helped them hunt tomorrow, but because forgetting felt like the worst choice. So when you stand at a grave today and feel that heavy pull to remember, that instinct is not modern. It is the exact same one a small group felt in a dark cave, thousands of years before anyone invented a word for love.